11 and 12, to have you really taking an interest in our democracy and in politics is exactly what we need. And specifically, taking a stand to say that bullying of any form is wrong, and that we need role models in Congress and our adults. And by the way, can we give that for the parents who... I know that kids don't just get born as they are, right? The parents have a lot to do with it. So, but really to see you taking a stand against some of the ugly language that has been out here and some of the policies that have been targeting people is so important. And my story is that I'm an immigrant. I came to the United States when I was 16 years old by myself, so just 4 or 5 years older than you are. And my parents had about $5,000 in their bank account. They used the whole thing to send me here by myself because they believed that this was the place I was going to get the most opportunity. But opportunity only comes if you're not discriminated against, if you're not targeted, if you're given the resources to actually do the things that you're capable of doing. And so what you're standing up for today is about all of that. It really is about how we continue to preserve this country as a great country, a diverse country that respects and not just tolerates, but actually believes in diversity as a core principle. And I saw your shirts, and I said to Dad over here, Jay, I think that's right, that you're the best marketed group I've seen. You've got the shirts. But here's a really cool thing. I noticed your the circle in the top as part of your design. So when I started Hate Free Zone, which is now the largest immigrant advocacy organization in Washington State, and I ran it for 12 years, this was our logo, this little circle. And I don't know if you know this, but this, these 3 lines, in Universal Sign Language, it stands for the letters HFZ, for Hate Free Zone. That's how we originally, it was a student from UW who originally kind of designed that, and then we had words around the outside that said Hate Free Zone, tolerance, respect, you know, all of those things. So it's really wonderful to see it on your t-shirts right now. And I did a little speech for you on the floor, a 1-minute speech. Yes. It was really, really fun. And one of the things I said in there that I'm not sure that you may or may not have caught is I said, I'm somebody else's baby. And that was referring to a comment that was made by one of our colleagues in the House who said you can't restore, he was quoting an anti-immigrant guy from the Netherlands who just lost his election, which is really good. But he said you can't restore civilization with somebody else's babies. And this is really personal to me because, first of all, we're all somebody else's babies, right? Because you can't deliver your own baby. You can't be and deliver. But more importantly, what he was trying to say is that somehow some of us don't belong here. And all of us, whether you came over in slave ships or whether you came over as an immigrant, unless you're Native American, you came over from somewhere. And this country has been built by the diversity of opinions and viewpoints and races and perspectives. And so what you're doing today is amazing, absolutely amazing. And we have just been joined by Representative Jan Schakowsky. And I want to now introduce Susan Delbene, Representative Delbene, who has put this together with me, and I'm so proud to serve in this amazing delegation with Susan and with Derek, and Adam Smith is going to be here later, and Denny Hack and Rick Larson. We have a great Washington delegation, and so now it's my honor to turn it over to Susan Delbene.